again, we are coming to the end of our show. So without further ado, I'm going to allow one last thought. I'm going to start off with our co-host, lovely co-host. Again, Tina, thank you for joining us today. But go ahead. We'll start off with you with one last thought.
Just a reminder to everybody that Friday is Veterans Day. So if you know a veteran, please give them a big hug if they're still alive, or keep a veteran that you used to know in your thoughts, because our veterans are the ones that defend a lot of the freedoms that we have in our country, and we need to pay them the respect that they deserve for their service for our country. So that's my one last thought.
Thank you, Tina. And Anthony, your one last thought.
Ah, um, appreciate the things that you have, and I'm not necessarily talking about material things. I'm talking about the things in life that genuinely give you joy. Because like you see the commercial where the people running and they say, one thing is for sure, everybody wants a new iPhone 14. I can assure you, no, they don't. I have an Android, so the lie detector test proved that was a lie. But appreciate the things that you have while you have them. The reason I say that is this. It was 7 years ago in the early part of the year where I found out that my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she had the surgery, and I mean she's still with us, of course. Um, but the thing that ran across my mind, the first thing that ran across my mind was like, I can't lose my wife. We just met not very long ago. We've only been married, like we hadn't even been married 4 years at that point. And so we went through a lot. We cried together. She went through treatments. Sometimes she get frustrated. She cried, cuss, and do all the ugly crying that ladies do when they get, we ugly. Listen, we ugly cry too, ladies. We just do it. We leave. That's what we do. We leave the house like, the hell with you. And then we go in the car, we drive, and we sing, and we cry, and we snot, and then we clean up, we come home. But we did all of that, and we're still here, and we were able to celebrate our 11th wedding anniversary this past Friday. So just take the time to appreciate the things that you have in your life when you have them, because you never know when you might get that phone call. There might be when you get that phone call and they're not here anymore. And it's just that simple. Pick up the phone and go, I hate to tell you, such and such has passed away. And I know a lot of us have experienced that with COVID and other things over the last couple of years. But just take the time to appreciate the things that you have in your life. And so I know my wife doesn't watch this show very often, but I hope somebody clip this and send it to her specifically. Honey, I love you very much, and I appreciate you for taking in the guy that I was when you met me, and being patient with me and helping me get to where I am. And I thank you for everything that you have been to me over these last 13 years of being together. And it ain't always perfect, but we always make it work. So I appreciate you and I love you. And that's what I got for my one last thought.
That was beautiful. That was
I'm
beautiful.
gonna cry.
I know. That was so beautiful.
I thought I heard somebody sniffling.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Oh. All right. Well, like my one last thought again, I just want to remind everyone that it is in Native American History Month. We also have, a lot going on with that. So just kind of make sure you educate yourself on Native American causes, history, culture. They're still alive. There's so many free resources out there. So yes, just wanted to kind of throw out that caveat, but also wanted to say that try to ignore that little that doubt that sometimes comes in, right? That starts saying, "Oh, you can't do this," or "You can't do that," and you're not gonna make it. You're not, And so, like, that inner voice that puts doubts is a liar, right? Okay, that voice is a liar. You can make it. Um, the reason I bring that up is that there's just so much happening. I don't care if you are a celebrity or not. There are times when for me, I do believe that addiction is a disease, and it takes people all the time. And I'm a advocate of mental health awareness. And oftentimes, sometimes people find themselves in a dark place, and you hear this little doubter come in and like kind of push you down. Um, Again, that doubter is a lie. He's a deceiver, and you need to kind of remember that there are people here for you. Whoever it is, even if it's one person, just take that time to remember that there are people who care about you. There are people here for you, and that don't believe that lying niggling voice that tells you you can't make it, you can't do this. And try it. You keep up the good fight, okay, y'all. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. If you have relapses, but you come back and fight another day, by all means, don't get down on yourself. Come back and fight another day. Pick yourself up and get back on that wagon. Don't let people make you feel less than because you're struggling. Everybody has struggles, regardless of how small or little. And so if you keep fighting that struggle, you can make it. You can do this. So I just want to make sure everybody out there knows that. Take care of yourself. And remember that there are people out there who care about you. And if you don't have a family, it doesn't matter. Family isn't always blood, guys. Keep saying that. Family isn't always blood. It's who you take into your circle, whether it's one person or two people. That doesn't matter. Remember, it's quality, not quantity. Quality is what matters. So people who are there for you to support you doesn't mean that they're not going to tell you your hard truths, because you also don't want people to lie to you. But that person that's telling you, hey, let's get back into this. Let's look at what else we can do. Those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Okay. So again, don't believe that niggling doubt. Okay. It's a liar, it's a deceiver. So that's my one last thought.
Very well said. Very well said.
All right, everybody, we made it to the end of our show. It was just 6 minutes over. Again, Anthony, thank you for always being my co-host and joining me. Nick will be back next Tuesday. Tina, thank you again for coming in, and it was fun having you on the round table and on the ladies show. So I'm glad that you took time out of your own busy day to hang out with us and talk football. And that is the end of the show. And so take care, everybody.
Bye. And thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. She dipped out. She was serious about having